Seafood versus Ancient Heart. This will be fun. So Seafood Gumbo is a dev in Ancient Hearts, one of the best players. So we'll see how this goes. Alright. We got Ancient Heart in one corner and Seafood Gumbo in the other. The opening picks are going to be a Warhead and a Recon. We're looking at Mind the Gap with Eradicate, Total Vision, and Alpha Strike. This map's actually pretty easy to pick up Alpha Strike if you dedicate your team to it and just continuously farm for the first several minutes. So we're going to pick up Vanguard and Cortex. With an ion cannon, capacity overload, emergency reserves, and the drone strikes, which I always just feel are silly on Cortex. Just, I've had so many bad memories with those drone strikes. We got Cortex and Warhead. Both teams are the exact same minus Recon and Fury. So Mind the Gap, another Mind the Map match. So Ancient Heart is going to go for the early vision take, and he's going to help out Vanguard first. Or he's going to help out with the first camp. Not really sure why. Actually, both players are going to mirror this strategy. Okay, I see what's going on. So, Cortex, Ancient Heart's leaving Cortex in order to help farm up. But they clear the first wave to get that extra experience and ensure Cortex can start safely. Interesting way of doing it. It's not rushing like Seafood Gumbo did, where he had 3 people just take out one set of cores. This Vanguard's just kind of sitting there. Ooh, this is not good. This is not good. Cortex will not want to be there long. But Warhead, Ancient Heart does have the stun, but it's not ready yet. Though the total vision play is being made right here, right now. This could be 2 points really early in the match. This could be vital to Ancient Heart winning this set, or this match. Oh wow. If Cortex... Can Ancient Heart make it out with Cortex? Looks like it. This might be Seafood Gumbo's Cortex on the line. Doesn't look like it. Ancient Heart's Cortex is Atomic Welder, Capacity Overload, Repair Bubble, and Drone Strikes. Warhead's looking pretty alright here. Vanguard will be stunned. This Vanguard needs to get out. Vanguard needs to survive that last shot with 39 HP. What a lucky survival. Eradicate's coming up. Both teams could go for it. Though the total vision right off the bat was very strong. Vanguard's uploading a core, and Seafood Gumbo's trying to take some control of his map again. But looks like Vanguard's going to be making that objective hard to keep. Just continuously steal the vision until everything starts respawning, which is what it looks like he's going after. There is a respawn up in the middle. Seafood Gumbo is going for the Eradicate more so than Ancient Heart. And you see the dedication to it. This Vanguard's just kind of sitting on this side of the map. That's not good. It looks like this last hive is going to be enough for Seafood Gumbo to clean up, eradicate. Never mind. Doesn't look like there might be another wave. I'm not sure, but it's not going to be kept by Seafood Gumbo. Full retreat out. Seafood Gumbo is a level ahead right now. Not as important since Cortex is being pulled back. It looks like knockout. Seafood Gumbo's knockout's gonna go down. Never mind. It looks like it's now recon time. Those rocket homing guided missiles just continuously doing work. Just straight up going around corners sometimes. That'd be a cool mechanic to have. Have all shots to be technically. Wow. The ion cannon misses. And Warhead gets this upload for free. A little bit of chip damage, but not really much. Pretty free, as much as you can get. So it looks like both players. No, never mind. Well, Ancient Heart carries Dino Vortex, while Seafood Gumbo is running Landfall. So he can jump into the middle of a fight at will. Seafood Gumbo either doesn't know when this is responding or no, it's going too soon. Doesn't look like he really knows. And it's going in for an attack, trying to contest this hive. And try to almost look like it's picking up Eradicate too. That's a 3-man stun. Those are enormously hard to get. And it looks like, wow. 1, 2, 3, 4. He'd be at 99 if he cleared all of them. So much is going on in such a short amount of time. Seafood Gumbo's going for the upload for the core. Still sitting at 94. Ancient Heart sitting up at 86 creeps cleared. This could come down really close if either player actually is looking to obtain Eradicate. It looks like Seafood Gumbo is going to get it, though, taking that. He's... Never mind. Ethan by Kavash, not paying attention to those alphas. They don't look like they've actually been hurt. Seafood Gumbo does get Eradicate, putting the score 6-6. But what does it come to? Ancient Heart picks up 1 alpha, looks like 2. It's going to be 2 alphas taken, stolen from Seafood Gumbo. That Dino Vortex trying to pull somebody in, but not lucky enough to. Oh, wow. Cortex versus Cortex, always interesting. This warhead is going to go down, which is going to be an issue. So, it looks like everyone's going to reset as of now, for the most part. Even Cortex isn't going... Or, never mind, that's same team. Eradicate, Total Vision. The last one left is Alpha Strike. Seafood Gumbo did steal 1 earlier, so he's only at a deficit of 1 alpha right now. But now we have Ancient Heart still stealing 2, really. And now can just sit here. This last wave of alphas from all the level 3 hives will give you Alpha Strike. Seafood Gumbo steals it back. Almost picking up the second one and putting Ancient Heart in the deficit when it came to who had the deficit. There are the drone strikes from Seafood Gumbo. But doesn't look like very many of them connected or really did that much damage. Cortex did have to back off, though. Ancient Heart's Cortex did have to back off. That's going to be a stun, or going to be a block stun, never mind. We're almost halfway through this match, and Warhead hasn't been leveled up to 3 yet. Still having several locked abilities, which does result in him going down. Seafood Gumbo is picking up experience as much as he can, but still 1 for 1 right now. And, oh wow, Vanguard gets melted. Absolutely melted. So is this gonna spawn any alphas? Why isn't this spawning alphas? Oh. So that alpha probably got taken earlier, but then Seafood Gumbo left or something. Cortex is over here just doing what Cortex can do when it comes to farming. So always a little questionable. Alright, Ancient Heart's going to upload as 3 cores. We'll see if all 3 can get uploaded in time. Passing all the cores off to Warhead. Ancient Heart's looking for it. This time uses the air drone. Both players using air drones for any extra damage. Warhead on Ancient Heart side does go down, followed by never mind. The next to fall is Cortex on the side of Seafood Gumbo. That Warhead got down really low. Seafood Gumbo's Warhead is really low, but Ancient Heart can't really have much to do with it right now. This is when you have to hightail it out of there. If you are Warhead, that's not good. Seafood Gumbo loses Warhead in a brief engagement. Recon might be next. We'll see how this goes. If Cortex is going to turn around and fight, not quite. Cortex is just going to upload over and over. That's one good thing. The rockets don't travel over. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Recon escapes with very little health. It's just silly sometimes what can happen. Close. But thanks to Inferno rounds, those will burn on the ground and incur damage to Cortex. Both drone strikes are back up. Important to note here. Some vision taking if possible, but it looks like he's looking for a fight. Look, there will be a fight over some alphas. Seafood Gumbo does activate drone strikes, taking care of Cortex from the side of Ancient Heart, so the return ult is not possible. Seafood Gumbo will, Ancient Heart will be locked down for a little bit, though the Dino locks will pull the team back in. Seafood Gumbo, Warhead is gone from the side of Ancient Heart. Sitting here with a Vanguard at about half health, who's about to be gone. Looks like they're about to be gone. Given the ability, not quite. But Vanguard is stunned in base, essentially. Everything's just spiraling out of control now. Nothing's... The fights aren't being won where they need to be won. The Inferno rounds are doing work. Whenever Seafood Gumbo's off just a hair, he has the ability to make a comeback. Oh no, look at this. Cortex is really low. Vanguard does get stunned. 2 cores need to be uploaded on the side of Ancient Heart right now if the game's going to be won. He has won. There's not really an easily accessible second yet. Just to stay alive, that recon has to go down in the next 15 seconds, which will be picked up by Warhead, the lowest level teammate on the entire team. But if this occurs, if this Warhead does go down, they're playing hot potato with the core on the side of Seafood Gumbo. Warhead does go down. Cortex needs to be next. This is going to be really close. It doesn't look like it's going to happen. Cortex is just running away to make stall for time, and that's game. In a barn burner, Ancient Heart did lose that match. Seafood Gumbo picked it up with very little room for error. If Ancient Heart had picked up that last core and had it for the last 15 seconds, he would have at least thrown the entirety of the game into overtime. So,